Hi, kids. Okay, it is time for In a Lonely Place, 1950 film. By the way, In a Lonely Place, film noir. It is Eddie Mueller, host of Film Noir Alley on Turner Classic Movies. He will say that this is his favorite film noir. Quite a big one here. Speaking of Turner Classic Movies, save Turner Classic Movies, Warner Brothers. Classic movies, important. Turner Classic Movies, important. Obviously, I think films and film history are vital to preserve and to learn about. That's all I'll say for that. Save TCM. Okay, so In a Lonely Place, directed by Nicholas Ray, who we've talked about in this film noir series, starring Humphrey Bogart, who of course we've talked about in this film noir series. Uh, I don't think I have enough fingers to say times. Humphrey Bogart, I think AFI did their list of like the 100 greatest movie stars. I think Bogart was number one, which is interesting to me because he's so tied to film noir. Like huge chunk of his filmography is film noir. Yet, if you look at AFI's list of the greatest films of all time, it's scarce on the film noir, right? There's a lot more Vietnam pictures on there than there is film noirs. So, genre kind of gets the short end of the stick, right? Also starring Gloria Graham, who I've talked about, was married to the director. Maybe that's how she got the part. So this is based on a novel by Dorothy B Hughes. The novel was published in 1947. The screenplay is credited to Andrew Solt and Edmund H. North. Dorothy Hughes was a female writer, obviously, but known for her hard-boiled mystery novels. So fits right in with film noir, right? The Fallen Sparrow, one of her novels, was adapted. Another one that's adapted, that one starring John Garfield, which we've talked about. Edmund North, a writer I've mentioned on this channel before, I think in the Academy Awards video, and I also talked about him in the video for Patton, because he and Francis Ford Coppola wrote the screenplay for Patton, won Best Original Screenplay. Is it original or adapted? If it's adapted, I believe. Best Adapted Screenplay for Patton because it was based on memoirs. Also wrote a screenplay for Flamingo Road, which stars the great Joan Crawford, and The Day the Earth Stood Still. So this film, produced by Bogart, bought the rights to the novel, and he and Nicholas Ray worked on it a lot. The character in the novel isn't as much like Bogart as it is in the film. This is maybe Bogart's most personal film. You could argue if it's his best performance, but maybe it's the character that is actually closest to who Bogart really is. So he wanted his wife, not Nicholas Ray's wife, he wanted his wife to co-star with him, Lauren Bacall. But Warner Brothers had her under contract, wouldn't allow that. So Nicholas Ray, even though he's going through a rocky part of his marriage to Gloria Graham, she gets the part anyways. You could say she got the part because she was sleeping with the director, or you could say she got the part because she was sleeping with the director's son. You watched my other video where I talk about that. So yeah, Nicholas Ray, Humphrey Bogart, they kind of worked on the screenplay uncreditedly. The ending that Andrew Solt came up with, they filmed that ending, were not happy with that ending whatsoever. So cleared the set, went over it, they came up with what is the ending of the film. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it. I don't talk about the content of films, do I? Anyways, that's about it for In a Lonely Place. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe.